What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7, here with another unboxing video. This time it's the Wildtrak Warrior from WL Toys. So in this video I give it an unboxing and a detailed, in-depth look at the car itself. Now this car is really good value for money. The controller you get with it is really cool. It has a nice rubber feel to it and it doesn't seem that cheap considering like the overall cost. It's got a nice little LCD screen up top as well, and it's 3-channel. It's got a selectable high-low gear as well, but it's actually got mode select, so you can do more than one model, I think, if you have another receiver, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, that's enough. I will get this bad boy open and show you what you get. So stick around, hope you enjoy the video. Okay, now here is the box. This particular car here is very similar. It's kit number 10428, and the actual Wildtrak Warrior is kit number 10428A. So that's the difference. They both have very similar chassis, if not the same, just different body up top. So that's all the difference is. Now, there's not much it says on the box here. Obviously just a picture, ready to run, forward drive, WL Toys, racing, RC cards, 2.4 gigahertz, E for electric, well, that's always good. It's off-road, mountainous, that's interesting, rocky and desert, so I guess it's saying that it's all-round RC car. And outside the box there is the car that we get in this kit. It is the Wildtrak Warrior, and if you haven't seen the previous video, I'm giving one away, so check that out if you're interested. Watch the video, very easy to enter. Now, first impressions of the car, it does look very cool, and for the price range it does feel worth more than what you actually buy them for. And as you can see here, it has a lot of articulation, and that's because of the actual suspension geometry, and it's mainly meant for rock crawling and stuff like that. It also, as you can tell, it has lock differentials, so even better for rock crawling. Now, it even seems that we have plastic beadlock wheels here to stop the tyres from coming out. That's pretty cool if that's true. But firstly, if we have a look at the body, it is very nice. The decals look pretty cool. Velocity drift, it's got some nice decals on there. Cool looking skull. And depending on who you buy it for, if it's for the kids or even adults alike, it does look very nice. It doesn't look toy grey at all from when you first look at it. Got this cool roll cage design in there, and you got a guy driving it there. It does look nice. The roll cage does seem very solid, and it'll actually do what it's meant to do and protect the chassis or the body in a rollover. Now, there is no traditional body clips to, if you want to get under the body, you don't really need to because you can just slide the battery underneath there. But if you want to get under here, you have to undo 2 screws on either side here. So once you've undone 2 screws on either side, you can just lift off this piece of Lexan, and then you can see the inner workings of this beast. Now, the same process goes if you want to remove the other panels. So you've got 5 screws up top here to take off this top cover as well, and also for this driver as well, you've got some screws in there. Very easy to work on, but like I said, you don't really need to access in here because everything is from the battery is accessible from the back. Now, it's quite a strange design, and once that panel's off, I don't mind the actual look of just this cage, but it's mainly for rock crawling and, you know, I guess not really high speed runs, but jumping around a little bit, up and down rocks, some small hills and stuff like that. Because at the front it has a differential, and at the back it's got a lock diff. So what I mean by that is at the back the wheels are locked, they stay in the same direction. When we spin it to the front, you can see here it's got a differential, so pretty cool. Also, it looks pretty cool with these onboard shocks that are laid down here like a Formula 1 style. They work very well. They do its task, and it gives you a nice low profile here for a body because there's no shock towers or body posts and stuff like that. It also gives you a nicer design because you've got no actual shock towers sticking up or protruding through the body. So very cool. I've seen this design on some other cars, so it must work well. This design's even on the eRevo, so must be doing something right. Now, the shock bodies are plastic with plastic preload clips to adjust that. I think it does have a aluminium top here, but that's about it. But it has some fluid in there. I'm not too sure if they can be adjusted, but not too bad. Nestled down on the floor, you have your receiver and ESC in one, and right next to that you have your steering servo laid down. So in the center here we have our 540 sized brush motor connected to the center gearbox there. So here we have our shocks. They are plastic body like the front, but they have an aluminium cap up top. They are oil filled, so you could adjust them if you want. It seems like a little bit of oil has leaked up the top, but not too bad. While I'm at the back here, this is where you actually load in your LiPo battery. It's very easy. You can just slide it in here under this cross member, slide it down this channel, and that's it. Only thing wrong with this, I guess, if you want to update the battery or a bigger battery, find a different location, or just need to hack out some of that plastic. No big deal. Now the shocks seem a little bouncy. If this can be changed with thicker oil, it might be a little bit better. The front's not too bad, you can see there, but the back is a little bit bouncy. We'll see how that goes in the real world. Now at the front here, it does have some nice aluminium reinforced parts, so hopefully it'll take some of the force. It won't just break the plastic or bend like that, so that's nice to see. It also has an aluminium engine mount there, same colour as the shock caps as well. So the benefit of this kit, if it's meant for rock crawling, it should have pretty good articulation, and from the kit, stock as it is, it's not too bad. I can fit my whole fist under there, and the back right wheel is still off the ground. Let's see how much there, that's the most it can go. So stock form, that's what you'd expect. Now underneath the chassis, it looks pretty basic. Everything is countersunk, so nothing can really get hung up. Typical links here for any style of rock crawler in this category, and it has a telescopic drive shaft at the back. When you go up and down, it slides in and out. But the plastic looked pretty good. Everything looks like it's decent quality. And don't forget, these are built at a price point, but it does look very nice. So given the price point, it is fairly reasonable with what you actually get in this kit. Everything seems very well built. It's got ball bearings throughout. It's got a selectable transmission there. You know, it's a fantastic kit. It is a great way to get into the hobby as well. And even myself, who is pretty experienced and has a fair bit of cars, I do like the look of this. Now the remote for this is very impressive, and for the price of this kit, this is probably one of the best feeling RTR kits in this kind of price bracket. The material, the finish here is like a rubber coated plastic. It takes 6 AA batteries, but I think that's not too bad considering it's got a actual LCD screen here, and it's a 3-channel. This little switch here changes from low to high on the fly, which is excellent. You have a bind button, a back button for when you're in different modes on the LCD screen there. It's kind of like another little menu button here as well for when you want to select your endpoints and stuff like that. So that's very nice, and it's good to see something electronic or digital for this price range. It's pretty cool. You can change the name, you got your different trims and stuff like that, endure rates, exponential, and your auto brake system, so ABS, so that's kind of cool. You also have the throttle trim here, steering trim, your dual rates as well, and yeah, very nice. It does feel really cool. I must admit, I'm actually quite liking the feel of this remote that you get with this kit. Good job. Now steering response for this kit is not too bad. Very nice. It does have fairly nice crawling capabilities as well. So yeah, for this kit, I'm actually enjoying it. It looks quite nice, and something a little bit different than my normal high-speed bashing vehicles, that's for sure. Now one thing I forgot to show when I had all these bodies off is it does have another servo situated on top of the gearbox, which is enabling the high and low shifting on the fly. Now the cool thing about this WL Toys is that it does have a selectable high, low and transmission, which is on the radio here. This switch here, that's low speed, that's high, in the center is like a neutral. Okay, so that is in low speed. If I click this switch, that is in high speed. Go back to low. There we go, there on the fly. There we go, back to top speed, or on the higher gearing there. So once again, low speed. And there we go, nice crunch there when you change it during throttle, but you don't need to do that. I'm just doing it for the video. But yeah, very nice. Easy remote control to use. Low speed, high speed, and if you leave that in the center, what I've noticed sometimes it does crunch the gears. There you go there. See, it's kind of like in an idle, but it really isn't. If you click this, there we go there, in low speed. So don't really leave it in this center position, otherwise you might be crunching gears. What I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is it does include an instruction manual, of course, fairly basic one here with everything you need to know to get started, but it does have some nice exploded views for all the parts and stuff like that for the car, so if you ever need to rebuild it, you can easily fall back into this, and it does have all the parts and part numbers on the back. Now I can see why these kits have been so popular. They are very durable, they do run very well for what you get. It comes with a LiPo battery, it has real, as you can see here, bead-like rims, albeit plastic, they still are real bead-like wheels. Overall the quality and construction is nice, the plastic feels pretty good, and it's got this cool looking body with this great roll cage and stuff in there. Kind of looks very scaled and realistic. So guys, hope you liked that quick unboxing video. Extremely cool car, great value for money, and this radio is awesome. It's really cool. You can change transmission on the fly, load of high gear, which is great to see. But that's it, that's my video. Please look forward to the next one. It'll be coming up shortly. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And thanks for watching, guys. Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. See you in the next video.